Hi, and welcome back to the No Opinion News Network. I am your host, Chris, and this is your Thursday, November 5th, Daily News Briefing. Well, a lot to unwrap here. The election happened 2 days ago, and we still don't have a verdict. Is President Trump still going to be the president, or is Joe Biden going to be the president-elect? Hopefully we'll find out soon. Let's see if I can break things down for you. First off, I want to apologize for not being on camera. I'm moving my studio around into another room, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. So maybe today and tomorrow I will be off camera. But I'm also trying to free flow a little bit more so that it's more natural. Hopefully you enjoy that rather than reading a teleprompter or going off a script. So with that said, let me change this screen over here. Also dealing with a lot more technology, so hopefully it's working out for you. So let's look at this. Right now, this is where we stand. Not necessarily. Arizona has only been called by Fox and the AP. No one else is calling it. But according to this, Trump is only down by 69,000 votes. Nevada, Trump is down by 12,000 votes. Georgia, Trump is up by 14,000. North Carolina, Trump is up by, what do we got there? About 75,000. And Pennsylvania, Trump is up by 115,000. So, basically, this is where we stand right now. Biden 253, Trump 217. If we take the states that Trump is up in, that would be Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Look at that. 268 to 253. 2 points away. So basically Trump, if he keeps those three states, Trump has to win either Arizona or Nevada. If he loses loses Georgia and wins both those, we have a tie. That's the nightmare scenario, but I don't think that's going to happen. Currently, Arizona is interesting as they have a bunch of votes still left to count. So I have a video here that I'm going to let you watch. This is about 1 minute long with Steve Cortez explaining how Arizona works and why it looks like Trump is going to win Arizona. So let me cue that up for you real quick.
Let's talk the actual math of the Arizona vote, where it stands right now and what the trends are. There's 605,000 outstanding votes, an enormous amount of votes still to be cast. Right now, we have a deficit of 93,000 votes. Biden is clearly leading, but here's the thing. These votes that are outstanding are mostly election day votes. POTUS needs to win 58% of these remaining votes to make up for this deficit. Here's the election day trend in Maricopa County, which is by far the biggest county where Phoenix is, 62%. So it's very likely that we're going to eclipse the level we need and actually substantially win Arizona. But in addition to that, these votes are not all from Maricopa. They're also from the rural counties of Arizona, where we're doing much better than 62%, even into the 70s. So the math suggests strongly that we are going to win Arizona, and we will know as soon as Friday. Because of that, it's reprehensible for any news organization, Fox or AP, to call this state at this premature juncture. The president is going to win Arizona.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, now you see how it's possible for Arizona to go to Trump. If that's the case and he wins the other states, he definitely wins. But just so you know, if he loses Pennsylvania, there is no path to victory for Donald Trump. But also in Wisconsin, they filed a lawsuit to recount the votes there. Michigan, currently has a bunch of videos online and a lot of accusations of voter fraud. In Pennsylvania also, the Corey Lewandowski and the former AG from Florida got a court order where they're now allowed to actually go into the building, I believe in Philadelphia, and they are able to stand over them and watch them count the votes. Whereas before, the Secretary of State of Pennsylvania was not allowing anyone inside the building to verify or watch to see what's going on. So, like I said, there we are. 253, 217. 2 days after the election, we still don't have a winner. It's a shame. In Portland, Black Lives Matters protests are in neighborhoods, waking people up and going on their property and causing a little bit of problem. I saw a video where they went on a property and it had a Biden-Harris sign in the front, and the owner was like, "Look, that's my sign. Biden-Harris, peaceful protest." And he was yelled at by the protesters, saying that him trying to say for them to have a peaceful protest is white supremacy. I'm going to just go ahead and show you the video. I'm not going to explain it to you. I think the video explains itself. So here, check this out. All right, so let's move along here. Let's talk a little bit about the stimulus check, or stimulus package, I should say, where we're at. I've been very not so positive on it leading up to the election for obvious reasons. There was nothing getting done. They were just bickering with each other. But now, yesterday, Mitch McConnell has stated that the priority next week is to get a stimulus package passed before the end of the year. He has stated now that the election is over, there's no more political posturing that's necessary to garnish votes. So hopefully we're going to see some people come together and work together no matter who wins the presidency, and they put together a stimulus package that's going to help out so many people in America and a lot of the businesses that are having some major problems and really close to going out of business if they haven't already done so. The eviction protection ends on December 31st. So after that, it looks like there's about 12 million people that are lined up to be evicted. But reality is not all the landlords are going to evict it, but even if we just say 1/3, that's 4 million Americans that could be evicted on January 1st, which is huge. We shall find out here in the next week. So that's kind of good news as far as the stimulus goes. And we'll just keep our eye open and see what happens, and I'll keep letting you know. If I find out anything, I'll definitely let you know. So now let's move on to COVID-19, coronavirus. So in the U.S., we had a huge day yesterday. 108,389 new cases, which was our biggest day yet. As you can see in this graph, this is basically what the average has been for a 7-day moving average since it started, and we are currently way higher than we were at our peak back in July. Currently, we're averaging 92,702 daily cases. If we go back a week, so we were at 632. So we are up about 17,000 cases per day from where we were last week. If we slide down here, we can look at the deaths. Obviously, nowhere near our peak of deaths. Our peak 7-day average was 22,000 back in April. We had our second peak of about 1,100 at the beginning of August. And currently we are on the uptick. We are now up to 894 daily cases, which is up about 70 new cases a day from last week. So we are trending up, but everywhere's trending up. Let me show you worldwide. Worldwide, they're just continuing to climb. Currently averaging 517,000 new cases a day. From a week ago, it was 463, so that's up about 55,000 new cases per day from last week. But the deaths worldwide is where we're going to see the big jump. As you can see, the peak in at the beginning in April, the death peak was about 6,900. Then they had a second peak in August at 6,000. And currently, we are higher than the highest peak at 7,110 cases per day. Up about 1,000 cases per day from last week. So I also want to show you something else where you'll hear a lot about how we're doing so bad, we're the worst in America. But let me show you this. So yesterday in the US, we had 1,201 deaths. Europe had much more, but that's not what I want to show you. What I want to do is I want to take France, Spain, UK, Italy, Germany, and Belgium, and Poland. If you take their populations, it equals about the population of the US. So just those countries, they had over 22,000 deaths in those countries in Europe with the same population of what we have in the US, and we had about 1,000 less. So if you look at it on a broader scale, the US is doing much better than Europe is as a whole. In Europe, we have the lockdowns going on. France, Spain, UK, Germany, and Belgium all have some type of lockdown going on. Italy has a curfew. In Spain, in Barcelona, they are rioting because the lockdown measures are just too extreme for the population there. So we're getting an idea of how far we can push lockdowns by watching what happens in Europe. Because obviously, people want to be free. So if we lock them down too much, we may see rioting like we're seeing in Barcelona. Basically, they got to find the balance of what kind of lockdown you can have. Germany's doing what's called a lockdown light, so there's still some things that are open. So I guess you can compare what's going on in Germany to Spain as to how far you can push somebody's lockdown. That's going to wrap it up for this Thursday, November 5th news briefing. I really do appreciate you watching the No Opinion News Network. I will keep you updated if something crazy happens today or something breaking happens today. I will definitely hop back on and give you another news report. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.